Hey everyone, I am working on a box for, actually I'm making multiples of these for the bakery that I sell my cards at. They are getting ready for Valentine's Day and they need boxes for their cookies and strawberries and things like that. So I told them, I said, well, let me show you what I can do, and then if you want to use them, that'd be great. So this box is actually from Box It Up on the Cricut Design Space, and it cuts out these little hearts that are adorable. Be sure to use your square pen or square blade, whatever Cricut you are using at the time, and then just use those as your guidelines for your folds. Now, for me to remember all my folds as I'm going around, because sometimes I think that I've done all the creasing and then I find a flap or something that I haven't done. I just start on one side and I just keep folding around and around and around, and then 99% of the time I remember all of them. Yeah, this is very exciting. So they put their cookies and not muffins, but the chocolate covered strawberries they're putting in there as well. Okay, so on this flap right here, there's a small little lip. So you want to make sure you don't forget that. Okay, let's do the other side. So you're going to need 2 pieces of at least 8.5 by 11 paper. It doesn't take a full 12 by 12, which was really great because I don't like wasting paper. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to go around and do all the creases. Get this one folded. Get the little lip folded. And the other lip folded. All right, now we can put the box together. So what I do is I just make sure that my hearts are all on the same side and not like that. And this flap is going to get taped to this one. So you have the side that has the like a square with a little notch, and then this one here. I'm using score tape. I don't have any other tape. I've always used this, but doesn't mean I wouldn't try something different. And I'm going to put a piece of tape right there. Now I usually like to put it right on the crease line. I find that the box folds better doing it that way. Or it stays together, but stays together better, I should say. And I'm just going to peel that off. See a little bit of sun from my line here. Okay, so let's turn this around. And then you have to make sure that it's all exactly, in line here. And then you're going to go ahead and crease that down or push that down. Now we're going to do this flap, and then you're going to make your box. All right, so I'm going to say my flap is about that big. All right, peel that off. And you're just going to wrap it around and bring it together. Again, making sure you're lining it up. I wouldn't advise using glue on boxes unless you have a really, really strong paper glue, because they just didn't seem to be staying together nicely for me. All right, and then we got that lined up. Now I'm going to put this over, and right inside here, I'm going to use my score blade, not my score blade, oh my gosh, my bone folder, and make sure those are all down. All right, so you've got 2 flaps that have these little notches, and then you have this one where the notches are going to fold into. Just like that. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to start over because I forgot where I was at. So you're going to fold this one down with the notch, and you're going to put those little notches in there. Now, if you would like, you can put a little piece of tape right there, or maybe a glue dot, and you can do it just like that. And it'll stay in better. Another thing you can do if you're doing the same kind of project that I am is you can cut a piece of 110 cardstock. I have a hard time talking. And exactly this size, and glue it in there, and it makes that bottom more stable. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our little pieces in. Now, this particular Box It Up box does come with the layers like such. It cut out an extra layer that I'm not really sure what it was for, but I just went ahead and cut my own. It's fine. I don't need to have the Cricut do that for me. All right, so I'm going to come in here and make sure my tip doesn't come off there. I'm going to just put enough around that little heart to make sure the paper stays flat down in there. And then I'll just run a little bit here and there. And put your paper down in there. And this is pretty, you know, reliable, because, you know, you can check to see if it's in there. Then you're going to take a little piece of score tape. And you're going to put it right on that lip. Fold that back so you can see what I'm doing. And then this, find your score right there, your score line, folds into here. Make sure that the lip is folded in, and it goes right inside the box there. Now again, I like to get my bone folder and push that down, and then it's good to go. It's a nice sturdy box. All right, so let's do the rest of them just real quick. Okay, put a little bit of glue here. Box It Up has got a lot of really cute boxes. I'm telling you, if you just go into Cricut Design Space and you search 3D boxes, you're gonna have fun. I like doing boxes. Some of them are challenging to the point where I'm like, oh, just forget it, I'm not gonna do this. Yeah, but that's how my brain works. All right, peel that off. Got a little piece on the edge there. Bring it under. Now, I'm using regular poster board that I got at my local office supply. There is thicker poster board that kind of has a shiny texture, a shininess to it. That works really well too. So they're getting both of them. I have a little bit of everything, so I'm going to go ahead and just do boxes in both types of paper. You're almost done with your box. Well, at least the box part at this point. It didn't look like that stayed down on the paper. You could probably use glue here too, but you would want to sit and hold it for a little while to make sure that it you know, sticks, doesn't pop up. Wow, I don't know why I'm having such problems with this right now. 1 second here. I did it. Okay. Fold that down in. And I just kind of give it a little help here. Oh, I just popped the back of the box off. That's why I'm saying you need to put some glue dots or something. Okay, let me just fix that real quick. We'll just pretend like that didn't happen. Okay. All right, so let's put the last pink in. I keep getting my score tape caught to my glue. All right, so just willy-nilly with the glue. Put that in. Score tape on. Meh. There we go. Did you like my little meh sound? All right, so let's peel that off and bring it in. And I do like to make sure that all my creases are done really well. Okay, set that aside. Let's go ahead and do the lid. Now, I found a bunch of this paper, Valentine themed paper, at Hobby Lobby. It's the Paper Studio, and it's really, really thin, but I wanted to make the box tops with this. So what I did was I used the same poster board paper for doubling up on the lid. So I cut this one out first. Now this one is actually my own design, but I used the Box It Up as an idea because she wanted the heart shape a lot bigger than what the default heart was. So I kind of, you know, I can send the file to if you guys want to do that. All right, so you're going to cut out one in the poster board and one in here. Here's a little trick. If you flip this by accident, it's not going to match up. I don't know why. It's just not. So that's going to go like that. All right, but first, I've got a piece of 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 acetate that I'm going to put in between here. So I'm going to put some glue on the tip there. Bring it down like that. And a little bit here. And then come down and do a little bit here. Now you don't want to do too much because it will ooze out and then you'll have to end up trying to wipe off your acetate, the glue from your acetate. Okay? Gonna move that over just a tiny bit. There it is. All right, so we're gonna put this directly on top of this. And I'm gonna put it right on the edge as best as I can. I'm loving this fine point tip glue applicator. Okay, but I don't like it when it gets in my paper. Okay, so we're going to line that up. And I usually start it out like this and then I move it to where I think it's in the right place. You can look on the back and see if you see any of the other paper that's showing through. And we're good to go. All right, so inside here, I like to put another little dab of glue just to hold that down. All right, so let's make the lid. This is 6.1 times 6.1. Like I said, I did it custom. So I'm going to just do 1 inch all the way around. Excellent. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold the edges. Make sure they're creased really well. All 4 of them. And the last one. And just to keep it uniform, I usually go in and cut this edge and this edge, and then I just flip it around and I cut the inside edge on the other side as well. Great, I'm going to get my bigger, ooh, stuff is falling on me here. Get my bigger score tape, fold that little flap in, and let's go ahead and put all the tape on. Fold this flap in too. This one too. And this one as well. Peel that tape off. Go ahead and finish your box. I kind of like to hold it like this so that I can see that I'm lining it up. This is your lid, and I'm just going to give it a little pinch there. Now what the bakery girls do is they line it with tissue paper and then they put their baked goods in there. So I don't do that. They like to put their own in, which is fine with me. Those girls. Okay, and I'm going to give this a little pinch as well. If you want to double it up even more, you can, but this works. This is perfect. All right, let's put the lid on. And there you have your little Valentine box. Super adorable, right? If you have any questions or comments, just leave them here in the comment section. And, you know, if you need help with it or anything, and I'll get back to you. Have a great day.